Robin, thank you so much for joining us again. Welcome back, actually, to Bloodline. So the Dubai World Cup was just recently held, obviously in Dubai. You were there, but I think maybe just for our viewers, give us a bit of history, Robin, behind how the Dubai World Cup actually came about.
The Dubai World Cup is the brainchild of Sheikh Mohammed, the ruler of Dubai, and he's created the world's biggest and richest race meeting, drawing horses from all over the world into the desert. So it's absolutely unique. The World Cup itself started off with a purse of $5 million, but now it's grown to the extent that last year and this year it's been run for $10 million US. So it draws the best horses from all around the world. And this year, the South Africans really thought that we had it in the bag. 2 years ago we ran third. Last year we ran second by a whisker. We thought we had won, but the photo showed that our horse had run second. And this year the South African horse Silvano was the favourite. But sadly, on the Monday prior to the race, just when we were all on our way to Dubai to celebrate what we thought would be the crowning victory, he took a misstep. He had a slight injury. He had to be withdrawn.
Scratched
so
from the race.
It was a big disappointment for all of us.
And he was the favourite, Robin.
He was the favourite, and you know the script was going to be that East London housewife buys horse at the National Yearling Sales for 300,000 Rand, wins a $10 million Dubai World Cup, and the result would be an avalanche of sheikhs and princes from all around the world coming to South Africa to buy at our National Yearling Sales, where we have similar horses to Silvano being offered on the sale just next week. And you know, it just didn't happen. The horse took a misstep and it went up in a puff of smoke. But on the day, we still had significant success. JJ the jet plane, who'd been bought for 70,000 Rand, he won the $1 million Alquoz Sprint.
It was a proud moment, Robin.
Wonderful for all of us. You know, the South Africans were very vocal. You know, if you watched on that night, they actually said the South Africans are more a rowdy lot than any other country, waving the flag and having fun. And then Rocket Man, who's not a South African bred horse, but is owned, trained, and ridden by South Africans, he won the $2 million US Golden Shaheen. And then River Jetez, who many people will remember winning the J&B Met in Cape Town.
And Pocket Power's sister?
Full sister, the Pocket Power. She came out in a race called the Dubai Duty Free, which is a $5 million race. She hit the front with 50 meters to go. We were already celebrating the South African victory. And this damn Irish horse came and caught her on the line. So she ran second. But for Marsh Shirtcliffe, her owner, and Mr. Am in Cape Town, she still earned $1 million US. Now, it just shows you the difference in prize money when you go international, Jackie. She had earned in her entire career in South Africa, from ages 2 to age 6, 3.3 million Rand in prize money. By running second in Dubai, she earned 7 million Rand. So her total now is 10.3.
On a different scale.
So she eclipses those 20 wins and 9 Group 1 races that Pocket Power, her brother, did only in South Africa.
Incredible. So all in all, Robin, a good day for South African horses and trainers. Not such a good day for Mike de Kock, isn't it?
Mike de Kock had an off day. You know, generally he's the king of Dubai.
A pity,
but on the big night itself, although he did very well in the entire carnival, on the big night itself, he didn't manage to crack it. But you know, Silvano, he's still got the ability. A little niggling injury, he'll be back. Maybe we have to just defer our expectation for another year. I think the biggest thing that came out of that Dubai World Cup meeting was the disappointment of every South African breeder that the global picture of South Africans was not focused back home here, because when this sale comes up in this coming week, the National Yearling Sale, that plane load of foreign buyers almost certainly is not going to arrive. And as a consequence, I think that this sale will be down.
But Robin, why? Because being scratched from a race is not a defeat. You know, it's not like Silvano did not.
Like he got beat? No.
He did not get
That's
beat.
true.
I mean, it could happen to any horse.
That's true. But you know, people only care about the winner. Nobody actually even cares who runs second. You know, $10 million win is a big deal, and it's a world championship. As things turned out, it was won by the Japanese horse.
Yes.
And everybody cried, because they said they cried for Japan. They cried for the people, for what had happened in Japan, and almost it was like destiny. It was the Japanese horses came first and second.
Yes, 1-2.
Yeah, it was meant to be this year. So we'll defer our South African victory.
We'll give it to them this year.
We'll give it to them this year.
So running on soil, is that obviously doesn't seem like it's a dirt. Not a challenge for South African horses. You think we've overcome that?
Well, we do have a couple of tracks here where we have dirt racing. Most of our racing is on turf. There's the two different surfaces. Yeah. And some horses adapt very well and some don't. It's just the way it is. It's part of the lottery of life. It's part of the lottery and the roller coaster that is horse racing. But when you crack it big, you can win an awful lot of money. Remember, the record earner from South Africa was a horse called JPEG. He cost 140,000 Rand at the local sales, and he ended up earning over 45 million Rand, and was syndicated as a stallion. He stands at the Klavervlei stud of Marcus Jooste for another 12 million Rand, so he generated over 50 million for his owners. So that's the tip of the pyramid. That's if you hit the big time in horse racing. You can have a horse who can make 50 million Rand for you. That's the excitement of it.
Yeah.
But it is a roller coaster. It's something that goes like this, and it's up and down.
Unpredictable.
But don't you think that anybody who's involved in racing wouldn't have it any other way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, the richest of the rich would also own all the best horses.
It's anyone's game at the end of the day, isn't it?
That's the thing.
So the next international meet, we're going to see Rocketman up against JJ the Jet Plane, and that's in Singapore.
Yes. Now, these two horses met in Hong Kong in the big race in December. And Rocketman was in the lead. It looked like he was going to win. He was the Singapore champion, owned by the South Africans. But it looked like he was going to win, and at the last moment it was JJ all the way from Johannesburg through Cape Town, through Europe, through this tortuous exercise to get there. He finally got up and he won by a whisker and made us all feel proud. Then he's gone to Dubai and he's won. Rocketman's won in Dubai, and now the two of them will renew their rivalry on May the 22nd in the Singapore Airlines Cup. That's worth 2 million. So, no, it's not the Singapore Airlines Cup, it's the Chris Flyer Sprint. The Singapore Airlines Cup is the main race in the day, and I think River Jatez is targeted for that race.
Oh, exciting.
But, you know, these are $1 million races, so, you know, these horses earn an awful lot of money.
Always good to watch on the international screen.
Rocketman so far has earned about 24.5 million Rand for Fred Krabbier from Benoni. And these guys from Boksburg who own JJ, he's earned 16 million Rand so far.
Incredible, incredible. So, talk about JJ the Jet Plane. I want to talk to you about the international yearling sales that's taking place on the 16th of April. I hear that JJ the Jet Plane's full brother is on sale. What do you think you can fetch for?
Well, he's called
a brother sibling.
He's called Jet Juggernaut, and he's, you know, this is in this catalogue of all the years we've been selling, we've never sold as many horses in the sale who are brothers or sisters to champion racehorses. We've got a record number in the sale this year. So the quality of the sale is very good. That colt is going to make a lot of money. I haven't seen him yet. I'm told that a bit like JJ the Jet Plane, he toes out in front. Now that what that means is that in most horses, you like to see a horse that's absolutely correct in front. So the flight path of his legs is absolutely true. But JJ, he walks like a duck. One leg faces east and one faces west. And when he was sold as a yearling, everybody said, no, this horse,
not good.
He's not going to be any good. He will never stand training because the pressure down those legs, that horse will break, he will go wrong. And he's been absolutely sound. He's never had a day's lameness, and he's won, I think it's 15 races so far, and 16 million Rand in prize money. He has the full brother. He also toes out in front.
Which
so
now
again,
could actually be a good thing. It could be seen as...
It's like déjà vu. Here we come again. Yeah. He's a beautiful looking horse, and he is going to make a lot of money, and people will love him for it. I think full brothers to champions, although you have some people who have this prejudice that, you know, you've heard of Napoleon, but you haven't heard of his brother. Yes. On the other hand, in horse racing, statistically, the full brothers and the full sisters statistically have a much higher percentage success rate than any other category. So I've no doubt that the biggest buyers will be focusing on him. On the other hand, you know, 600 horses in the catalogue. You can take your chances. You don't have to spend the most money because everybody's got an equal chance. Right. The horse doesn't know what he cost. Jackie, the average price in this sale is last year 325,000, but this year something different. You know, we had the Cape Town Select sale. The first time we've ever held it in Cape Town in the International Convention Centre. Took place in January, broke all records. Average price 425,000 Rand, top price 2.5 million Rand. It took 100 million Rand of buying power out of the market. Now, many people think that by doing that, it's cannibalized this sale.
On this sale, yeah.
That this sale will have the heart cut out of it, because this sale normally grosses around 200 million. And if 100 million of the market's already gone somewhere else, now what? We've got the same number of horses. So there's been quite a lot of criticism of people saying, this market is oversupplied.
Yeah.
Those breeders are going to take a bath.
And are you saying you're not predicting as many, you know, in foreign investment coming through to our shores for this particular...
The script said the sheikhs would be here in force. It hasn't happened.
And it hasn't happened, okay.
And
so taking that into account, taking Cape Town into account...
And the fact that things are a bit tight in the economy, I think the sale will be down. On the other hand, what we do know from the catalogue is that we have a record number of well-bred horses. Right. So the quality is up, but the market is down.
It's down, so...
It's a buyer's market.
Get out and buy your horses. Thank you, Robin, for joining us again on Bloodline.
My pleasure.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
see you. Thanks.
On the grandstand side, better be the one. JJ the jet plane, Invincible Ash stretched across the track. The jet got there. JJ the jet plane has won the Elgos sprint from a photo.
Look at the scenes of jubilation here. The South Africans, they do celebrate here, don't they? They have plenty of opportunity and they don't waste it.
Oh, absolutely. I say he's a bit of fairy tale story.